Hey KL, how are you? Hi Aaliyah. How y'all feeling today? Oh, don't tell me this. My hair has been on point. Uh, thank you because all I've been doing is taking my bonnet off and putting my headband on. Appreciate it. This head hasn't seen a comb in I don't know how long, but since the last time I washed it. But thank you, I appreciate you. Hi Heather, how are you? How is everyone doing today on this Tuesday? Possibly KL. Hi Nicole. My hair is probably growing because I'm single. Oh, that's wonderful, Heather. Oh, Leah, I hope you feel better soon. You think it's because of the changes in the weather or what? Or is it something else? Hello, A. Williams. How are you? Good afternoon to you. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to clean my screen off. I hope everyone is having a good Tuesday. I barely peeled myself out of bed today. Harpinder Dylan, you can subscribe if you want to, my dear. Nobody's forcing you to do so. It's completely up to you. Hello, Linda Lewis. Oh my goodness, Linda, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. You be blessed as well, Linda. Thank you so much for being here. I understand that, Aaliyah, but you know what? Don't put too much pressure on yourself, okay? You don't have to be a stickler when it comes to those kinds of things. Hi, Sean. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, I saw your comment, but that's the thing that you commented under was actually the post from my podcast. When I post a podcast, um it posts on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you. Yes, it's healthier than it's been in a long time. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to check in with y'all, and I gotta email you too, Sherry. Every time I have to be sitting down at my computer or just kind of sitting down with my phone in my hand with nothing else going on, and then I'm like, okay, what do I have to get to? But it's so much. Thank you. The weather is actually it's not terrible. It's been raining off and on here for the last, I think it's rained every day probably for the last week or so here. You don't have to apologize, Sherry. It's okay. You do not have to apologize. Friday is coming up. Like I said, I'm going to email you. And if you have available, when you have availability, I will put you on the schedule. If anybody wants to, if anybody wants to join me tomorrow for our show and come up and tell their experience, hi Chayo. If they want to come on tomorrow and share their experience, send me an email, fatgirlfreestyle@gmail.com. Since Wednesdays are going to be, bless you as well, thank you. Since Wednesdays are going to be for days, Wednesdays are going to be the days that we have guests on talking about their own personal experiences. So please, Sherry, don't be sorry. I'm not sick of the rain, Sherry. We love you too, Miss Sean. I will let her know. I'm taking it slow, but it's helped my understanding why I feel a certain way. Yes. Okay, well, I'm going to make sure I email you this evening. So this Friday it is, Sherry. Feature Friday with Voices from the Swamp. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, you're in Little Rock. I used to live in Jacksonville, Arkansas, A. Williams. So I was right there. Hello, hello. No, no, I'm just on this side. Me too, Sherry. I'm looking forward to it too. I can't wait. I cannot wait to hear about your experiences, your stories. I'm excited. I am excited. Not heading anywhere special today, Aaliyah. I had to drop my niece off. Hi, Phillies fan. I'm from New Orleans, and thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. So yes, but I love the rain, Sherry. It makes me so relaxed, especially with the thunder and the lightning. Oh my goodness. The only thing that would make it better is to be out on a boat while it's happening, like in the water. That's the only thing that would make it better for me. It's pretty cool today. It's probably, I don't know, in the high 80s. There's a bit of overcast because it has been raining. Yes, it is absolutely humid down here. Absolutely humid down here. Sean, please ignore. Please ignore that, Sean. We do not we do not worry about the miserable people that try and come here and say mean things. It's fine. If you have to get on the internet and insult people, you are a miserable person. Oh, it makes your back lock up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Sherry. I am so sorry. That's probably why I don't know. I was kind of feeling achy today, but not too terribly. I mean, of course, Phillies fan. I've been to Bourbon Street, but that's more of a tourist destination. That's not really a place where we hang out. Maybe every once in a while if there's stuff going on in town, but it's not really a place for locals to be. Definitely a tourist thing. I've never been to Philadelphia, no. Been close to it, but I've never been to Philadelphia, no. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. What are y'all plans for this week? What do y'all have going on? Oh, since you got hurt in '99. What happened, Sherry, if you don't mind sharing. Or if it's something too personal, it's okay. Hi, Regina. I've been working from home in the daylight, listening to your Ouija story and got scared. Thank you, MidTube Universe. Thank you. Thank you, MidTube Universe. I love you too. Thank you so much. Oh, it was a work thing. Okay. Who's getting married, Phillies fan? I'm glad you caught me here, Regina. I was trying to do something a little different with the Ouija story. Louisiana is your second home, Sean. Thank you, Regina. I'm glad you like it. I'm working on I'm working on I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting in the parking lot. So it's a lot of activity going on. Miss Ruby's exploring life. Hello. You love spooky, scary stuff? Well, welcome. We are happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us. We're always happy that you love to hear that people love spooky, scary stuff. Why do y'all think people love being scared so much? Why do y'all think people, I was thinking about that today. Why do people enjoy being scared so much? Why do people enjoy hearing about the otherworldly? Or why do people intentionally seek out these experiences by going like ghost hunting and stuff like that? I know why I do it. Who cooks gumbo? Hello, one way. No, not too personal. I was injured on the job, had my back broken and neck. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sherry. Oh my goodness. Hmm. I don't know Phillies fan, but you could always look it up. I do not like being scared. However, I love hearing about the other side. I think it makes things exciting. I think it makes you remember that there is more. I don't love to scare myself. I can't even watch horror movies. It wakes me up to my what might actually be going on in the world today. Because folks like to be scared and feel safe at home. Hi, Javetta. How are you? Yeah, all gumbo is different in Louisiana. You'll never find the same recipe. Yeah, that is true. I got you wanting to come have a snowball and nachos, Regina. Well, come on. Okay, I'll go to your page and I'll listen to your song. Come on, Regina, let's go. It's like a hormonal jump start and it lets us imagine there's something controlling our environment so we have plausible deniability. When we F up our lives and have something to blame. Baby, I'm about to get out of here. I came from a family of witches to keep telling stories. Oh, wow. Yes, Regina, make that happen. I'm really hoping, well, I know towards the end of the year, I'll be traveling. I'll be taking some road trips. Yeah, Sherry, me too. I don't care for the blood and gut stuff, but I do like it when I have to use my imagination. And I love a good psychological thriller. I'm good, Javetta. I'm good. I'm feeling pretty good today. Doing pretty good. Feeling better than I have in quite some time. So I went to visit my dad at the mausoleum the other day. Jeremy and I, which Jeremy is my youngest son. for Father's Day. And I felt a lot better since I went. Oh, good. You saw Sinners, Miss Ruby. I have to buy it on Amazon. But I feel a lot better since I went to visit my dad. If this makes sense, y'all, I finally made the connection that he has passed. If that makes sense. Going to where he is laid to rest, it finally connected for me that he is on the other side. Thank you, Javetta. Love all your stories. Judd had me spooked the other day. Yeah, Judd. When I read it, I got goosebumps because I was like, "Ooh, Lord." I was like, "Ooh, Lord." Yeah, KL. I played one of his favorite artists. He loves Elvis, so I played "Love Me Tender." Me and Jeremy cried, but again, I feel a lot better. But I had a dream about him the other day, and any of y'all who are into, hi Johnny, how are you? Hey, Mystic Moon. Anybody who is into interpretation of dreams or like messages in dreams, please put in the comments what y'all think this might mean. Something he told me. So in the dream, he was at a restaurant with a bunch of people. Yes, KL, thank you. Um, he was at a restaurant with a bunch of people, which my dad loved to go out to eat. He loved being surrounded by people. Everybody was having a good time. So in the dream, I got to interact with him. I went over to him. I put my arm around him. I got to kiss his head, tell him I love him, I miss him. And he told me, and he didn't sound, it wasn't like a worried look, but more of a bewildered kind of response. But he was like, I think I saw a ghost in the bathroom. I said, what, Dad? He said, I think I saw a ghost in the bathroom. And I don't know if I told that to y'all the other day or not. I don't remember. No, because I think it was after I went live. Anyway, I don't recall. Forgive my memory if I told y'all this. So I was just wondering if I did, Regina. Thank you. But that him saying that really puzzled me. And I'm wondering, what do y'all think that means? Like, is it some kind of message? Like, I don't know why it's sticking with me so much. And it's such an odd statement, but I'm just wondering, is it some kind of message? Is it, I don't know. They think we are ghosts, you think, Sean? I don't know, but I feel like there's some meaning behind it, and I just don't know what. I just don't know what. I feel like, was it a warning? He didn't say, Sherry. He just said, I think I saw a ghost in the bathroom. And I said, what, Dad? He said, I think I saw a ghost in the bathroom. And I thought that too, Mystic Moon. I said, is he confused about being on the other side? Like, does he think he's still alive? I was telling everybody about the dream I had the other day, India, about my dad. When I got to interact with him, he told me, he said, I think I saw a ghost in the bathroom. And he told it to me twice because, of course, I asked him, I said, what? He said, I think I saw a ghost in the bathroom. My aunt told me that spirits warn us. Sometimes look at the living as spirits, or he could be warning you. I take that to mean he's realized that the afterlife is way more complex than he ever could have realized. Excuse me, because if I'm dead, then I'm the ghost. But for me to see an actual ghost, okay, that made sense, Aaliyah. That's possible too, Dragon. I guess there's always meaning to their messages. I'd really start paying attention while you're in the bathroom. He definitely saw something, and then wait, hold on, y'all, because it's rain. There goes the rain again, Sherry. Let me turn the air conditioner on. Yeah, I thought that too, India, because, and I think I asked that the other day when we were having a conversation. When I mentioned it the other day, I said, I wonder if they see us and they think we're ghosts. I wonder. Or then I thought too, maybe somebody is getting ready to pass. And, when people are sick, when they're getting close to that side, they kind of come in between. So, oh no, Sean. No, 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 no. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. My children, my nephew has been there a couple of times, my sisters, and that's it. I'm very particular about who I allow into my space because I don't want anybody depositing their energy. My home is very peaceful. My home is very quiet. The energy is very clear. And I don't want nobody fucking that up. And I don't care if you are in my family. No ma'am, Pam. Right, India. I don't like different energy in my space either. There's no way. Because it can have a grave effect on you. My son died in a car crash and he comes to me and asks me, Mama, what happened to me? And I said, you died, baby. And he says, no, I didn't. I'm alive. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Ruby. Yeah. You don't have to be confused, Miss Ruby. Listen, I firmly believe that when a person is taken suddenly from this life, it's very easy for them to be confused, and it does take a little time for them to come to the acceptance part of, damn, I'm dead, you know, because it's almost like they get shot out of their body. But to them, they're still alive because they're still able to see. They may not be able to experience all the things that we can, but they're still able to see things. So Debo Shimo Entertainment. Oh well, if I lose weight, then your daddy not gonna want me to sit on his face anymore. And then, I would hate to break his heart. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Go on. Okay, so when you go to my page on YouTube, Teresa, it should say there should be a tab that says community or post or something, you know. Well, then stop getting on the internet and trying to hurt people's feelings because, like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you come to somebody who's living their life, doing their own thing peaceful, and you try and insult them? That says more about you, sir, ma'am, whoever you are. And guaranteed, fat or not, baby, I still get bent up and bent over. So what you have to say makes no mind to me. But I'm gonna answer you because you got the right one. Because bitch, you're not gonna come here and disturb nobody on this page. And guess what? I'm not even gonna block you. So you could continue saying what the fuck you want because you're gonna be talking to yourself. Now bless that. And I'm gonna pray for you because people like you need prayer. And people like you need pity. Because y'all got something going wrong with y'all in y'all life that you feel the need to do that. So I feel sorry for you. I love you. I love you. So if it makes you feel better to hurl insults at me, feel free to do so. Feel free to do so. But just know that God loves you, okay? Amen to that. I keep my place energetically clean as often as needed, living in the spiritual world with reading. Yes, Sherry. Readings and mediumship, I have to be careful. Yes. Yes. My mom died when I was 13. It took her 17 years to come to me in my dream. Oh, wow. Was your father in denial about major things when he. Nah. My dad was a very peaceful spirit in life. And he's a very peaceful spirit in death because the couple of times I've seen him, he's been doing things that he loves, But my dad also lived his life in such a way that he deserves paradise on the other side. So I don't know. I just feel like he, right, Dragon, yes, very miserable, but it's okay. Um, I don't know. I just feel like they come to us with these messages, and I'm just like, what does that even mean? He saw a ghost in the bathroom. And then I go to thinking, my sister was like, well, is your mama sick? Is your mom okay? I'm like, yeah, she seems to be okay. And then I start thinking, oh Lord, something gonna happen to my mama? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I stopped allowing people to come into my home to get sessions. I do them over the phone only now. Yes, Mystic, absolutely. Because I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all still hear me? Because the rain is getting kind of loud. I think we underestimate. Oh yeah, I know who you was talking about, Dragon. I know who you meant, Dragon Pat. I know exactly who you're talking about. It's fine. Yeah, he didn't say he saw it in the mirror. He just said he saw it in the bathroom. And that's another thing too. I'm like, damn, if y'all gonna come here, if y'all gonna come and bring messages, why can't y'all be clear? Why can't y'all be clear? Why can't y'all give a just a forthright message so we don't have to decipher everything? Like, what the hell, man? Now you got to go, Debo, Hoshimo, whatever the fuck your name is, you the who. How about that? Now you gotta go because you're not gonna come here, bitch, and insult my guests. It's only a riddle if you don't know the answer. Yeah. I don't I don't know. I just wish the messages would be clear. I wish the messages would just be, hey, this is what it is. But I don't know. I always get these riddles in my dreams. I always get these riddles. It's crazy. So I don't know. I am gonna pay attention, y'all. If I get any clarity on it, of course, y'all will be the first to know. If y'all get any ideas or anything comes to y'all, please share it with me. But all this figuring it out is a struggle. It's a struggle. No, my house is peaceful. My house is very peaceful. And experience. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that, Aaliyah. You're right. That is good advice. So we shall see. We shall see. Hello. But like I said, he didn't seem like scared by it, and it just more of, he just seemed more like bewildered or confused. Like, what the hell is a ghost doing on this side? Like, we already dead. Why are you appearing as a ghost on this side? So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Read stuff by or about Carl Jung, such as Man and His Symbols and Women Who Run with the Wolves. Okay. Thank you, KL. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like you extra dead already. Like you dead dead. You gotta be extra dead that you a ghost. I don't know. And I know that sounds funny. I apologize. Ah, girl dad cooking up deliciousness. Hello and welcome. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I am working on a special project, and I'm trying to decide. This is something I have had in mind for quite some time. I'm trying to decide how best to share it with everybody. I'm trying to figure that out. But when it's up, okay. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate you. And then too, I had to keep in mind, he had a lot of people to catch up with. He had a lot of people to catch up with. But you know what? I just remember something. One of his good friends died. One of his very, very good friends died. Yes, KL, I remember. One of his very good friends died, and he was sick. He had been sick for a while, and his children did not want my mom to tell him that my dad had passed away. And I'm wondering if my dad saw him. Yes, Regina. Yes, Regina. And I'm wondering if my dad saw him, not realizing. Yes. I just that just clicked for me. That just clicked for me because they did not tell him that my dad had passed away. And he not too long ago passed. And I'm wondering if that's who my dad was talking about. Yep. I do sometimes, KL, and I wish they would bring them back. I mean, I used to talk to some of the most interesting people on those party lines. Like, seriously, I used to enjoy them. I met one of my exes on one of those party lines years ago, of course. This was before Katrina. He was an artist. He still is an artist. But we got on the party line, to hook up. It was just a little hookup, little quick one too. And so we, because back in them days, you could do stuff like that. Now I don't trust it. But back then, you had a better chance at being safe. So, we had our little hookup. We kept in touch. Had another hookup after that. And then one of our get-togethers the next morning, he asked me, yes, Teresa, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. And now it feels like that's the right answer. So I get it now. I'm gonna have to tell my sister. But one of our get-togethers the next morning, I was going to work. To not to work, but I was going to my job to eat breakfast because I used to work at Harris Casino in the buffet. And he asked me where I was going. And I said, oh, I'm going to my job to have some breakfast. He was like, oh, okay, I'm going to come with you. He just invited himself. So I was like, oh, okay, no problem. And then we just we got together from there. So that was basically a one night stand that turned into a relationship. Hi, Lyra. How are you? How are you? But yeah, and he was fantastic in bed, by the way. But I digress. That's conversation for the nighttime. That's not a conversation for right now. It's a conversation for the nighttime. But he still is an artist in the city, and he was incredibly talented. Incredibly talented. Oh, he was a lot. He was a lot of fun, KL. Trust me, he was a lot of fun. Or another thought, he isn't as far in the afterlife as he first assumed that he is. Type of purgatory rating from halfway out. Maybe his and his friends' souls are still. I don't know. Maybe they are still getting processed. I don't know. All I know is my daddy is having a damn good time. He is enjoying himself. He got to swim in the river. He's done been to restaurants. He partying with people. He having a good time. And then the day after he passed, one of my childhood friends, we're still tight. She had a dream about him being at a party, walking amongst the people, eating peanuts, or just kind of walking around eating peanuts. And you know, so I know, yes, I know, Mystic. Our nighttime lives are wonderful. Hey, Pineapple. Baby, why you got to tell people what his name is? Pineapple, you always blowing up the goddamn secrets, man. I'm happy to hear that, Lyra. You always blowing up the goddamn secrets, Pineapple. I did not say his name. I just said he was a talented artist in the city. And here you go. Yeah, but still, man. See, this is the problem when your friends come on your live and they know your business. Spirits can be okay while processing. It's the same as us in the physical world. We could be going through something, but also having fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It just made me feel a lot better. But I think that's what the ghost in the bathroom was. I think it was his friend. What about the summer solstice, Miss Ruby? I don't really Regina, stop playing, Regina. Ah, right, KL. But you know what? I'm an open book on a lot of things. I'm an open book on a lot of stuff, so it's fine. It is absolutely fine. Yeah. And he's fine too. He's fine too. So yeah. Let me tell you something. Who child and memories? Whoo. Mm-mm-mm. Don't worry about it, Cam. Oh, summer solstice is Saturday. I don't know, Ruby. I don't know. Are we supposed to do something special on that day? See, I don't consider myself a witch, so I don't stuff like that I don't really get into. So I don't know. But I mean, if we're supposed to do something special on that day, please let me know. If there's some, specific meaning behind it, please explain it to me. Help me understand. So yeah. No, Ruby, share it with us. Yeah, Facebook chat. That was the party line. Yep. Okay, if you're Wiccan or pagan, there are specific rituals. Okay. Yeah, Miss Ruby. Listen, this is a safe space here. Share what you Share what you saw. Listen, people have been talking about all kinds of stuff. People have been saying such and such is a sign that the world is ending. This is a sign that the world is ending. This is a sign that we're going to go to war. This is a sign that this is going to happen. I don't discredit or dismiss anybody. I don't discredit or dismiss anyone because we are all entitled to our beliefs, the things that bring us comfort. If you need to express something because you need to gain clarity, you know, whatever. Yeah. But I mean, listen, the day the world comes to an end, like my daddy used to always say, the world comes to an end for somebody every day because people die. So I believe you, Miss Ruby, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe you. Let me tell you why I believe you. I absolutely believe what you saw because I don't know if y'all remember the story. Yes, Mystic Moon, but I still put them out of here because I think they're a spam bot. But oh yeah, you good. But let me tell you why. I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all about Flint Goodrich. A lot of weird shit happens around there. So I used to work with a guy who was a security. He used to do security over there. And I think I shared with y'all about the experience he had with seeing the two people in like the old time clothes and they kind of disappeared through a pair of chain doors. I'm waiting for my niece to get done with cheer practice and then I'm going to bring her home and then I'm going to be inside Pineapple. Yeah, I don't feel like being out on the road today. I don't feel like being out today, period. Because if just the energy feels really weird in the atmosphere for whatever reason, and it's making me very uncomfortable. So I prefer to be home. But thank you for letting me know. Same way I fit on your daddy's face, J95. Same way I fit between your mama's legs, J95. Same way you fit on your grandmother's titties. Now, if you come in here to insult somebody, we gonna go blow for blow, big boy. Okay? So come on with it. My bad. I'm sorry, Mystic Moon. Anyway, I used to work with a security guard who did a lot of his shifts at Flint Goodrich. And he said, Miss Ruby, this is for you. Okay, good, Pineapple. I'm gonna check in with you later. He said one day, I don't know, the same zoo you escaped from in the gorilla pen. Anyway, he said one day, and I can't remember where he said he was walking, but it was one of these little towns outside of New Orleans. And one of these little small towns. He was visiting somebody. And he was walking past a field. And he said he heard something rustling. But it's the country. It could have been a dog. It could have been it could have been anything. He really didn't pay much attention to it. So then he said he started hearing like this weird noise and it made him walk even faster, to hurry and get to his destination. Well, he said at one point he turns around and coming up out of the field was a fucking dragon. He said, Kim, it had the flames and everything. He said, I know you're going to think it's weird. He said, but it was a dragon. He said it almost looked like the phoenix. You know how the phoenix rises from the flames? He said, but it wasn't completely engulfed in flames. It was just like the fire was coming out of his mouth. That's how he said it was a dragon, but it reminded him of the phoenix because of the shape and the wings and stuff. And he said it went up and it flew over his head, and he said it just kind of faded into nothing. And I was like, wow. So he wasn't sure if it was like a figment of his imagination, if it was something that he really genuinely saw, or what. But I mean, again, I believed him, and that's why I believe you, Miss Ruby. You know, that's why I believe you. And he told me that, and every time he told me that, because he repeated it to me several times, I said, listen, you don't have to convince me because I believe you. You know, because a lot of weird shit happens. Mythical creatures come from somewhere. Like, this isn't just stuff that people made up, in my opinion. Somebody saw them, and they still exist. So I believe that too. I believe that too. Dragons do exist. All of these things exist. The government hides so much from us. And damn, I forgot to get the guy's name of. We had a conversation on another live about the guy who went. He used to explore abandoned mines, and he found a cave one time that was like in an M shape. And he said when he got close to it, it vibrated. Like, it made him feel weird, but it was like this vibration coming from it. And he told his followers about it. And he did go back out eventually to try to find it. He ended up disappearing. But people warned him not to go back because there was no telling what it was. But this was in a mountain somewhere. I can't remember. And I came across the video the other day, and I forgot to get his name so I could share it with y'all so y'all could go look him up. So I firmly believe it's all kind of strange shit. All kind of strange shit going on. And a lot of the stuff the government hides from us. Look at the red-headed giant in, what was that, Kandahar? Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. Ooh, I got something in my eye. The Kandahar giant, I believe. Like, I truly believe that shit is real. I've had military people tell me about the dogmen. They've had encounters with dogmen. So, you know, a lot of strange things. The red-headed giant. Yes, Miss Ruby, you remember that? You remember that? Mm-hmm. Yep. What y'all adding saffron and coconut sugar to? Yeah. You do, Sherry. Oh, wow. Or mango lassi. Okay. Kenny Veach. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. That's his name, y'all. Kenny Veach. Y'all go look him up, which, of course, they never found his remains or nothing, huh, Justin? I don't think they ever found. I think they found his car and his cell phone. I think that's the only two things that they found, but they never found him. But I've even had somebody tell me that, and I know I tell people not to say this, but this sounds crazy. Yeah, I don't think they did. Um, Thank you, Justin, for giving me his name, Kenny Veach. I appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well today, Justin. But I've had somebody tell me that there are dogmen that protect people from the cartels. Like, the cartels have dogmen basically as security. So I'm getting ready to order a new investigative oracle deck that's supposed to be really accurate so I can use it with my cold case files, but it's coming. Oh, Sherry, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. A man claimed he saw a werewolf in Metairie in the 80s. He's been interviewed for years. Dragon Pet, do you know if it's on YouTube? I would love to go watch that. The police in North Carolina had an encounter with a lizard man who sits in the pouring rain and doesn't move. And they said if we see him, do not approach. Oh, wow. Cardamom and saffron give it a truly unique flavor. I worked in an Indian restaurant. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to try one pineapple. I'm gonna have to try one. Sherry, that is interesting. I know you're gonna talk about it on your channel. Thank you so much, Dragon Pet. See, I had never heard of that. I had never heard that before. Confidence for what, Curio? To be alive, to live, to exist, regardless of what I look like, because that's exactly what I deserve to do. That's what people deserve to do. They deserve to live and exist, no matter what they look like. I'm gonna be happy and I'm gonna be me regardless, and I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. So that's where I get the confidence from. And if you don't have it, find it. I'm gonna pray for you. Am I still frozen, y'all? Am I back? Okay, I'm unfrozen. Okay. Miss Ruby, do you go camping by yourself? I'm very concerned. Hi, Corky McCorkle. Corky McCorkle. You go camping by baby. Bless your soul. Bless your soul. Bless your soul. Bless your soul, Miss Ruby. That's all I can say. Cause ain't no way I go camping by myself. Cause it's too many weird. And listen, I understand you shouldn't be like afraid. You shouldn't live your life in fear. You absolutely shouldn't. But that is some brave stuff. Yeah, pineapple. That's in the city though. That's in the city. She's talking about camping like really out there, like in the woods, like probably in the middle of nowhere or close to the middle of nowhere. Hello, Manar. I'm I watch Missing 411 too much. I watch Missing 411 far too much to be comfortable with somebody camping by themselves. And you can have all of that. Well, I'm not going camping by myself. I will go camping, but not by myself. But I will go camping with just, it's gotta be 3, 4, 5, 6 people. I see things and hear things in the night, so I'm done for a while. Yeah, grandfather's mountains in North Carolina. Yeah. And there are just so many stories about people disappearing. Like, you know, I don't know. The woods are beautiful, but they're also a very mysterious place. And I do believe that the entities that live there, let them have their space. I'm going to have my space. You have your space. Wow. Oh, about the cartels. I have been told that a lot of the cartels have dogmen as security, and that say they're like smuggling people over the border or whatever they're doing, or they're trying, or somebody's trafficking something for them, to keep them protected. They will give them a bandana of some kind with a certain scent on it, and they're like, listen, you need to keep this bandana on you at all times. Make sure you don't lose it, because otherwise, if they don't get this scent, they're going to think you are the enemy and they're going to kill you. So I've been told a lot of things, y'all. I'm telling you, since that vampire experience, people have come with a lot of stuff that I only heard about, through stories and things that I really, you think, oh, this is, folklore. It's urban legend, kind of made up stuff, whatever. But it's true. It's true. Wait, I'm missing y'all messages. Hold on. Trafficking. That would make a lot of sense as long as the cartel doesn't piss them off. Yeah, and then I'm wondering too, like how do they even get them on their side? Because from what I've been told, dogmen are very like unpredictable. A lot of cartels are into Santeria and such. Doesn't make Santeria dark by any means. Just means the cartels know. Yes, exactly, KL. I just wonder how they keep them. But again, that's possible. Saw a real vampire fly over her car in West Virginia. Yeah. And I don't get upset anymore with people who, because not everybody is going to have these kinds of experiences. And I feel like if you are on a certain frequency, you are going to experience certain things. But if you are one of those people that's just like, yeah, Sherry, they talking everything. Me too, pineapple. Yeah, Mystic Moon, good and bad ones. Um, kind of like a werewolf cosmic, but from my understanding, they are not as animalistic, because like someone just said, like Sherry just said, they're intelligent, they can communicate, and they stay in that form of a dog man. To my understanding, werewolves can transform. Hi, Constance, how are you? Yeah, it's only crazy when you don't understand it. That's right, pineapple. And again, I don't get upset. I don't get mad, because I understand that people are not going to. People are scared. They're not going to be accepting of a lot of this stuff. But that's why I say this is a safe space for y'all to come. That's why I wanted to encourage Ruby, because whatever it is, share it. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody else here in this community that we have created is going to say, hey, I had the same experience. Difference between dogmen and werewolves. We didn't come to an agreement. I don't know, because like I told y'all a while back, around City Park, as a matter of fact, I miss seeing you too, Constance. I'm glad you called me. I call things that I understand crazy. It's one of my favorite words. Yeah. But I told y'all when we were sitting by the bayou that night, late one night, a while back, I knew it wasn't a coyote because I know what coyotes look like. This was, it looked like a coyote, but it wasn't a coyote. It was definitely something else. I just don't know what. Could it have been a werewolf just in a different, I don't know, do werewolves shapeshift? I don't know. Could it have just been a shapeshifter? I don't know. But I know it wasn't no fucking coyote. I have a friend who has been researching, chasing, etc. cryptids for over 40 years. Oh, Sherry, I bet they have a lot of good information and a lot of stories to tell. I bet there's a lot there. I can only imagine. A whole lot. And I'm going to turn you into Blocked Sports Fitness. Uh, 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 uh. That must be amazing. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Pineapple. You mean somebody like in front of you, like you're talking to them in person and they just fade away? You talking about like that, Miss Ruby? I mean, what can you do? Say that was rude because you wasn't finished talking. I mean, what can you do, Miss Ruby? It's okay. You're not going crazy. You're not losing your mind. It happens. I told you about the disappearing pedestrian me and the other driver experienced. And I know I saw that person. I know I saw him. I know I saw him walk in front of that car. I'm not tripping. We know what we saw. But I mean, what can you do? And that's another thing too. You can't ever tell a person, right, Mystic? Never think you're losing your mind. You can't tell a person what they saw or didn't see or what they did or did not experience. Don't ever diminish what a person is telling you because it has never happened to you. Don't ever do that because the shoe could be on the other foot at any point, any time, any date. Yep, Pineapple. I'm a 70s girl, grew up in Nebraska. No one talked about this kind of stuff. I was much older learning about all this. I enjoyed learning it. Yes, yes, Constance. I enjoy learning about it too. I think for a long time, I had a denial about certain things. And it was because I was afraid to share with people. It was because I was afraid to say certain things. But knowing and hearing, like y'all come here and y'all share y'all experiences, hearing things from people that I meet in everyday life. When a person when they come to me and they start telling me something and they start a story off with, I know this is gonna sound crazy. I tell them, no, it's not. No, it's not. Because everybody needs a safe space to share and express. And I asked y'all earlier, why do we think people like being scared, like listening to scary stories, watching scary movies? And I think it's because it brings us a sense of comfort and makes us feel like we're not crazy. So it makes us feel in a strange way comforted knowing that, you know, other people can have these strange experiences too. Yes. There you go. There you go, Sherry. I'm from South Carolina, where weird stuff happens, but my great grandmother is from Guyana and they have weird practices, so I wonder why I see what I see. Okay, well, Miss Ruby, you come from obviously people who are seers, and I think a lot of us are seers. Some of us hear, some of us see, some of us see with in our mind. Some of us can conjure up certain things. I don't think this is anything out of the realm of being a human. I think we all have abilities. I think all of us have abilities. It's just that some of us choose to be connected to them and some of us choose to ignore them, which again is fine because some people just don't want to be aware. Excuse me. You're welcome, Miss Ruby. If there's one thing I have learned, excuse me, y'all, about this community right here on YouTube, yes, Mystic, we just have to tap in. Is this community is not judgmental. They're very welcoming. And if you have questions about anything, if you think you are strange or weird, you're not. Yes, pineapple. Voodoo and Santeria are much older than Christianity and Buddhism itself. They are the base for other religions. There is much learning to be had. Yes, yes. Hi, Shelly. Away, Teresa. I grew up in the country and played in the woods every day. I'm not going back. It's so much going on, and the veil is so thin now. No way. I think people are crazy. I have seen more strange things, some strange things too. Yes. What is it about the woods, though? Yes, everyone is psychic on some level. It all depends on what you do with it. Yes. What is it? What is up with the woods, though, y'all? Yeah, y'all. When Pineapple comes on, he's gonna tell y'all about his experiences. Oh, it's just a drink. I'm finishing my drink. Well, it's melting now, melting ice now. Shadow people live in the woods. What are shadow people? Have we discovered what they are? Have we come to a determination as to what shadow people are? I don't think we've been able to come to a conclusion. Oh yeah, Cosmic. I totally agree. I totally agree. But they are certainly very mysterious places. Beautiful, but mysterious. They are just shadows shaped like people. Okay, I get that, but what are they? Like where do they come? Do they come from another dimension? Are they interdimensional beings? Are they considered more along the lines of ghosts? Are they more on the evil side? And those experiences have connected me with the spirits of those that own the items I sell their houses to. Yes, Pineapple, you're going to have to gather some stories And when you are on for Feature Friday, you are going to have to tell us about that. So many people are confined to sanitized cities and suburbs, and so the woods are foreign and tend to be uneasy about things, places we don't know, understand. Oh, that's a good observation, KL. That's a great observation. Yeah, this is my lazy boy right here, bitch. I think there are dead people whose souls live in the woods. I'm not sure though. Okay. I think there are more than one kind of shadow people. I could see that. I feel like the shadow people are darkness. Yeah, because the ones I've experienced are darker than the darkness. Darker than the darkness. And the Vietnam veteran I used to take care of, when he saw them, he was always afraid of them. He was always very, very frightened of them. So I don't know. I have to wonder, do they, I don't know, are they demonic? Are they, you know, but like Sherry said, is probably different levels. No, it is not early, and it's not too early for Grandma KL. It is definitely not. It is 4:48 here. So it's time to drink somewhere. So, there you go. Time to drink somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. Because I've never heard about shadow people in the woods. I've heard about, okay, so what do y'all think about, because I just recently listened to a story about a guy. He was camping by himself, Miss Ruby, camping by himself, and he was being followed by, like, they looked like human beings like him, but he was like, their clothes were tattered and everything. They didn't talk or respond or anything, but he said they moved very quickly. He could hear them moving around at night. He could, like, some kind of way, they multiplied or amplified their voices when they were basically stalking him at camp at night, but they didn't do him any harm. They just scared him. Like, what is that? People are crazy way more than any of these interesting creatures we're talking about. I agree, Cosmic. I agree, Cosmic. Anything is possible, Bentalot. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I'm glad I heard a story like that. The people had no face. He didn't say they didn't have a face, but I have heard those, Shelly. I have heard about those. They didn't have a face, but they had human form. Like, they were definitely human form, but just no face. Oh no, what happened to Amberell? What happened, Pineapple? Wasn't her restaurant, in fact, didn't she just open a restaurant? Hello? Didn't she just open a restaurant not too long ago? Okay, I'm gonna have to go look it up. But I'm glad we have these conversations because we have questions about the things that we see. We need some kind of clarification. But nothing shocks or surprises me anymore, honestly. What do you think the Hatman is, and why do they appear in your room? I think the Hatman is I believe he's called Papa Legba in Voodoo. I think that's him. Why he's appearing, I don't know. Hey, Jerry Ann. Okay, Jerry Ann, thank you for stopping by. To lock up the office and head home. All right, Sherry, thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you for being here. And I'm going to email you. Oh, absolutely, Shelly. This is a safe space, Miss Ruby. It is our pleasure. We are a community here. We are supportive of each other. We encourage each other, and don't ever feel like you are weird or strange or anything. What was your encounter with the hitman with the Hatman, Mystic Moon? Thank you, Wade, and I appreciate you. Yeah, the aliens definitely live among us for sure. Absolutely. I think when I moved in this one house, someone had used a Ouija board and left that in that house. Oh Lord, I did my podcast today about the Ouija board, about a Ouija board. Excuse me. That's why y'all gotta purge y'all space. Oh, she was unresponsive. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, Ruby, I have a playlist on. It loads on YouTube if you don't watch it. If you don't listen to it on Spotify. Yeah, man, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so sad. Yes, Mary. The podcast playlist it's called Paranorleans, and it posts here on YouTube, but you can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. Really, anywhere podcasts are posted, you can find it. But I always direct people to hi. I always direct people to Spotify and Apple. I was pulling out of my parents' driveway. My mom just passed. My dad was sick. I was taking my daughter to work. We pulled out and he appeared out of thin air walking up our street. We were terrified. Okay, Ruby, thank you so much. Then he vanished as fast as he appeared. And see, I've been told that he does show up when people are dying. So basically, he's like a version of the angel of death, I guess. I was seeing it in this house. I moved in. I would wake up and see it by my bed. One day I was telling my friend, and my daughter overheard me, and she said she would see a hat man in her closet. Wow. Do y'all still live in that house, Lavetta, or y'all moved? They're talking about the hat man, Shelly. Oh, you moved. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I always thought he showed up around death, but I could be wrong. Yes, when people are passing, I've had a friend have an experience when her mom was passing at the hospital. She seen him down on the sidewalk at the hospital. Her mom passed. She looked back down at it. It was gone. You didn't like the house? It's called Paranorleans, Constance, and you can find it on Spotify and on Apple. If you just search Fat Girl Freestyle, it should pull it up. But it also the episodes also post to my YouTube channel. There's a whole Paranorleans playlist. You didn't like the house, Lavetta, because you felt the energy. She was looking out the window from the sixth floor. And see, for me, it's I'm not gonna say it's always birds, but like before my dad passed, I saw crows for weeks. You're welcome, Constance. And I'm talking a murder of crows. It wasn't just one or two. It was a murder of crows. I was seeing them constantly. I just saw the one that the man who fell in love with the dead woman. Oh yeah, that's one of my passengers shared that experience with me. I was at the cemetery when I told that one. Yeah. That's just a regular video. That's not the podcast. You'll see the podcast, Miss Ruby. But yeah, he that story still touches me, and I think about him often because I don't know. I wonder if he'll ever make it back here, or when his time comes, I hope they can be reunited. When someone is dying, if I'm close to them, I see them in my dreams. I have seen at least 12 people, and in months they pass. Wow. I sold my condo after my brother committed suicide in 2011. I always felt the dark energy there after that. Oh, wow, Pineapple. Oh, really, Dragon Pet? Wow. Yeah, yeah, my oldest daughter, not the one that saw it with me. She used to tell me when she was little that there was a man in her bedroom with a hat on and red eyes. But see, I don't know. Are there different kinds of Hatman? Because I never. Are there different kinds of Hatmen? Because I don't know. I'm just wondering. I mean, some of the experiences people tell, he's not scary. They just kind of like see him or they know he's there. To me, red eyes, I don't know. That would scare me. Each time I have moved, I took my dogs to the intended houses and let them stay for a while. Oh, that's a good idea, Teresa. That's a good idea. The day before 9/11, the neutral ground by my house was filled with crows. Oh wow. Cats know too. Yep. Yeah, you gotta look to the animal kingdom for sure. They gonna tell you some stuff. And it's weird because I'm sitting here telling y'all this, and it's weird because in the weeks before my dad died, and I got the videos, like we had these weird looking ducks in the yard one day. It was raining. I have video. There was a hawk on the fence. It was raining, and the hawk was just sitting on the fence outside my bedroom window. The crows. I'm connecting all this. Yeah, I don't know because I've never heard of the red eyes besides from kids. I never seen that many crows in one spot my entire life. Yeah, Pineapple. My grandma was dying of cancer. She used to always talk about a man and hat looking at her outside the window. Wow, Shelley. WJT, thank you so much for your fucking prayers. I greatly appreciate it because Lord knows what I would do without you. What would I do without you? My life would be so miserable. Lord have mercy. Please bestow your blessings on WJT. Increase the size of his penis, Lord, because we know he struggles in that department. Make him more desirable to women because we know they think he looks like a desert troll that lives under a bridge. Thank you, WJT, for coming here and giving us your blessings. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. Kim, I got two black cats and they won't let me go in our backyard. They stop me every time. So I'm thinking this is thing. Probably so, Miss Ruby. Please pay attention to them. Please. I've got story after story with birds, hawks, crows, cardinals, and bluebirds. I love you too, Mystic Moon. Come on, WJT. Where'd you go? You gone? Are you mad because I prayed for the Lord to increase the size of your tiny penis? Lord knows you haven't pleased a woman in about 25 years. But I do believe God is going to come on down and bless you, WJT. Yes, I do. In his name we pray, amen, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I don't know about stand-up comedy, Pineapple. Oh, Miss Ruby, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate you, my love. What a blessing. Kept seeing my uncle with my grandma that had passed. I kept telling him a year later he joined her. I've seen a lot of people who have passed too, Lavetta. That's normally my indication. Did WJT leave us? You made my day too, Miss Ruby. Thank you so much for being here with us. I love each and every one of you, even the ones who come here to troll. Because again, yeah, we could go Friday. Ari will be working, and they probably have their happy hour. So yeah, we could go Friday. I don't have any I don't have any plans for that day. This is a safe space always, Miss Ruby. This is a safe space. Please remember that. Always a safe space. I got to go get my niece, y'all, and get inside. Oh, your treat? Check you out. All right. Makes it even better. Makes it even better, baby. I want to thank y'all for being here with me on this impromptu live this afternoon. Thank y'all for always showing up for me and supporting me and sharing your experiences. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all greatly. I've seen them in cars next to me in traffic at the mall, strolling down the street. Yes, they do, Pepper. They show up everywhere. I will, Pineapple. I'm going to text you when I get home, let you know I'm inside. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I will see y'all again tomorrow. We have our show. And listen, if anybody wants to come on tomorrow to share their experiences, please email me, fatgirlfreestyle@gmail.com, so you can join us. Okay? Everybody be safe. Have a wonderful afternoon. Well, have a wonderful evening. I love y'all. Goodbye, Pepper. Yes, KL, please. See you tomorrow, Shelly. Let us know. I love y'all. I love y'all so very much. See y'all later. Have a great one. All right, Mystic Moon. You take care of yourself, my baby.